Hi, and welcome back to my channel for the love of organizing, where I share my creative tips on living a clutter-free life.
I've been adding spring touches to our home and wanted to share one of the projects that makes a cameo in my spring home decor video. As this wreath came together, I felt like it was neat enough to warrant its own video, and I hope you'll agree. This all started with an ornate frame I've been holding onto for a few years. It was too nice to toss or donate, but it really wasn't our taste. I began by spray painting it ivory all over. Then I went for a soft ombre effect by adding a light aqua shade to the bottom half of the frame at an angle, so a gradient of color formed in the process. The colors look similar when wet, but you'll be able to see the difference a little later in the video. Next, I traced some cardboard to be about an inch all around larger than the size for the artwork or photo. And I did this because I knew I'd need room to hot glue everything on the back. I covered the cardboard in some gray and white chevron fabric that I had on hand, and you'll notice it's not too tidy on the back since that will be out of sight. I purchased 3 different kinds of silk flowers from Michael's that really said spring to me. I knew I wanted to have a distinct separation in color, so I kept that in mind when selecting everything. I used wire cutters to separate each stem since I wanted to have more freedom in the design. Here I'm starting with the tallest flowers in the back, then adding the middle and first row to make sure everything is cut just right. I removed some of the leaves from the stems so that I'd have them on hand to use at the base of the floral display. Then it was time to hot glue. I started with the tallest flowers, and you can see here how I dabbed hot glue in a few places, not worrying too much since I knew each layer would hide the stems on the previous layer. Since this was a frame, it already had the hardware on the back for a nail. But instead I ran this thick gray ribbon through the loop and tied a bow to use when hanging on our door. My cost for the flowers was under $10, and everything else I already had on hand in my craft supplies. Now I'd love to see what you do with your spring decor. Tag me on Instagram or post on my Facebook page at For the Love of Organizing.
Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more organizational and DIY tips.